The colony fall setting. New Haven Colony, Kepler 442b. A thriving human settlement of 50,000 colonists. The story opens with Captain Mark Thompson receiving his final transmission from New Haven Colony. The settlement had been humanity's pride. Farms stretching across alien plains, children playing in biodomed parks, and research stations studying the planet's unique crystals that could power entire cities. Dr. Lisa Park, the colony's chief scientist, sends a desperate message as alien warships appear in the sky. The attackers are the Vorthan Empire, a coalition of 4 alien species who see humans as a growing threat. Their ships are massive, dark vessels that block out the colony's twin suns. The colonists try to evacuate, but the Vorthan forces are merciless. They use weapons that turn buildings to glass, then shatter them with sonic pulses. Families run through streets as purple energy beams cut through everything. The colony's small defense force of 12 patrol ships fights bravely, but stands no chance against 300 enemy vessels. In the final moments, colony leader Robert Hayes broadcasts Earth's coordinates to the Vorthan commander, hoping to negotiate. Instead, the alien responds by glassing the entire colony from orbit. The beautiful New Haven becomes a smoking crater in less than 6 hours. Captain Thompson's ship arrives 12 hours too late, finding only debris and silence. As he surveys the destruction, he discovers one survivor, a young engineer named Tom Walsh, who hid in the underground crystal mines. Tom tells Thompson about the Vorthan Empire's ultimate plan. They want to eliminate humanity before it can spread further across the galaxy. The captain realizes this isn't just an attack. It's a declaration of war against the entire human race. Earth's awakening setting. Earth, United Nations Defense Command. Geneva President Jack Miller receives Thompson's report in a closed session with world leaders. The room falls silent as they watch footage of New Haven's destruction. For the first time in human history, an entire human settlement has been wiped out by alien forces. General Kate Ross, head of Earth's Space Defense Force, presents the grim reality. Earth has only 4,000 warships scattered across the solar system. The Vorthan Empire controls 12 star systems with an estimated fleet of over 1 million vessels. But humanity has advantages the aliens don't expect. Earth's shipyards have been building vessels for 3 decades, preparing for this moment. Hidden construction facilities on Mars, Luna, and the asteroid belt have been working in secret since the first contact protocols were established. Admiral David Cole reveals Project Exodus, Earth's contingency plan. Over 30 years, humanity has built massive automated shipyards throughout the outer system. These facilities have been quietly producing warships, using resources from Jupiter's moons and Saturn's rings. The President authorizes Operation Retribution. Every shipyard in human space begins working at full capacity. Factories on Earth convert to military production. The entire human economy shifts to a war footing within days. Dr. Emma Watson, Earth's leading xenobiologist, studies the Vorthan. Technology recovered from New Haven. She discovers their energy shields have a critical weakness. They're vulnerable to specific electromagnetic frequencies that humans can produce. As Earth prepares for war, Captain Thompson leads scouting missions to map Vorthan territory. His stealth ships discover the aliens are planning to attack Earth's other colonies within 6 months. Time is running out, but humanity refuses to back down. The final scene shows thousands of new warships launching from hidden bases, their engines lighting up space like a constellation of angry stars. The fleet assembles setting: Jupiter, orbital shipyards, and Mars defense grid. 6 months after New Haven's destruction, humanity's largest fleet in history gathers near Jupiter. Admiral Cole stands on the bridge of the flagship Terra's Vengeance, watching as ships continue to arrive from across the solar system. The numbers are staggering. Earth has produced 600,000 warships of various classes. Massive dreadnoughts, capable of cracking moons, swift destroyers that can outrun anything the Vorthans have built, and carrier ships loaded with fighter squadrons crewed by humanity's best pilots. Commander Mike Chun leads the fighter wings, training pilots who have never seen combat but possess something the aliens lack: absolute determination to avenge their fallen colonists. These young pilots practice attack runs on asteroid fields, learning to use Earth's new plasma cannons and quantum torpedoes. Meanwhile, Dr. Watson completes her analysis of Vorthan weaknesses. She develops new weapons specifically designed to penetrate their shields and disrupt their communication networks. Each human ship receives these upgrades before departure. The fleet is organized into 12 battle groups, each commanded by Earth's most experienced officers. They've studied every piece of intelligence about Vorthan tactics, ship designs, and battle formations. Captain Thompson returns with crucial intelligence. The Vorthan Empire is gathering its forces at their capital system, Nexus Prime. They're preparing a massive invasion fleet to attack Earth directly, expecting easy victory over what they see as a primitive species. The Vorthans have made a fatal error. They underestimate human resolve. They destroyed New Haven thinking it would scare humanity into submission. Instead, they've awakened something far more dangerous than they could imagine. As the fleet prepares to depart, Admiral Cole addresses the entire armada. His message is broadcast to every ship, every crew member, every human in the solar system. He speaks of New Haven's children, of families torn apart, of a peaceful colony turned to ash by alien aggression. The response is thunderous. 600,000 warships power up their engines simultaneously, creating the largest display of human military might ever assembled. The fleet begins its journey to Vorthan space, carrying humanity's fury across the stars, into enemy territory setting. Vorthan border system's deep space. The human fleet enters Vorthan space like a storm of metal and plasma. Their first target is the mining system of Keth 7, where the aliens harvest rare metals for their own warships. The Vorthans stationed there expect an easy victory. Their commander, War Leader Vex, has 50,000 ships defending the system. He's never seen humans in battle and believes the reports about their primitive technology. He's wrong. The human attack begins with long-range quantum torpedoes that slip through Vorthan shields like they don't exist. Entire squadrons of alien ships explode before they can return fire. The Vorthans realize too late that humans have studied their defenses and found every weakness. Commander Chun's fighter squadrons sweep through the enemy formations like deadly swarms. Human pilots fly with precision and fury that surprises their alien opponents. They target critical systems, disabling enemy ships rather than destroying them when possible. Prisoners mean intelligence. The battle lasts 3 hours. When it ends, Keth 7 belongs to humanity. The mining stations that once fed the Vorthan war machine now serve Earth's fleet. More importantly, humans capture thousands of enemy personnel and dozens of intact warships. Dr. Watson interrogates the prisoners and discovers shocking intelligence. The Vorthan Empire isn't just planning to destroy human colonies. They intend to enslave the entire species. Documents found on captured ships reveal detailed plans for human breeding programs and forced labor camps. This revelation spreads through the human fleet like wildfire. Any thoughts of mercy or negotiation disappear. The war becomes total with no quarter asked or given. Admiral Cole divides his forces. Half the fleet continues toward the Vorthan capital, while the other half strikes secondary targets throughout enemy space. Human warships appear in a dozen systems simultaneously, each attack perfectly coordinated. The Vorthans begin to realize they're not fighting a desperate counterattack. They're facing a full-scale human invasion. Their emergency councils meet. in panic as reports pour in of human victories across their territory. Captain Thompson leads deep reconnaissance missions into the heart of Vorthin space. His stealth ships map enemy positions and identify key targets. They discover the aliens have been so confident in their superiority that many of their core systems are barely defended. The human advance becomes unstoppable. System after system falls to Earth's forces. The aliens who thought they could easily crush humanity find themselves retreating on all fronts. As Part 4 ends, the human fleet approaches Nexus Prime, the Vorthin capital system. The final battle is about to begin. Nexus Prime burn setting. Nexus Prime system, Vorthin. Capital. The Vorthin home system contains 4 inhabited worlds and the largest space stations ever built. It's protected by 800,000 warships, the pride of their empire. Emperor Zoth himself commands the defense from his flagship, a massive dreadnought the size of a small moon. But humanity brings 600,000 ships driven by pure vengeance. The battle begins at the system's edge, where Vorthin scout fleets try to stop the human advance. They fail catastrophically. Human weapons, refined through months of combat, tear through alien defenses like paper. Admiral Cole employs tactics the aliens have never seen. Human ships fight in perfect coordination, each vessel knowing exactly where every other ship will be. This level of synchronized warfare is impossible for the individualistic Vorthins to counter. The fighting moves inward, past gas giant mining platforms and orbital factories. Each defensive line collapses faster than the last. Vorthin confidence crumbles as their superior technology proves useless against human determination. Commander Chun's fighters penetrate the inner system, targeting the massive defense platforms protecting Nexus Prime itself. These ancient fortresses have guarded the Vorthin homeworld for 1,000 years. They fall in minutes. Dr. Watson's weapons prove devastatingly effective. Vorthin ships lose power, their shields fail, and their communication networks collapse. Under human electronic warfare, the coordinated alien defense becomes a panicked retreat. Emperor Zoth makes a final desperate gambit. He orders his remaining ships to ram the human fleet, hoping to take as many enemies down as possible. But human point defense systems are too advanced, too precise. The suicide attacks fail completely. The battle's climax comes when Admiral Cole's flagship faces the Emperor's dreadnought directly. The 2 massive ships exchange fire at point-blank range, their weapons lighting up space like a new star. When the light fades, the Vorthin flagship is a broken hulk, and Emperor Zoth is dead. The remaining Vorthin forces surrender immediately. Captain Thompson leads the occupation of Nexus Prime itself. Human Marines land on the alien homeworld, finding a population in shock. The mighty empire that destroyed New Haven has fallen in less than a year. But humanity doesn't seek conquest, they want justice. The Vorthins responsible for New Haven's destruction face war crimes tribunals. Their military is disbanded, their warships scrapped or turned over to human forces. The former Vorthin Empire becomes a protectorate under Earth's authority. Their worlds are rebuilt according to human principles of justice and equality. Many aliens, freed from their emperor's tyranny, actually welcome human rule. The story ends with a memorial service on the rebuilt New Haven. Admiral Cole, Captain Thompson, and the survivors of humanity's greatest military victory gather to honor the 50,000 colonists whose death sparked this war. A new monument stands where the colony once flourished, not just to remember the dead, but to remind the galaxy that humanity will never again allow such an atrocity to occur. Earth's 600,000 warships now patrol a dozen systems, ensuring peace. Through strength, the galaxy has learned that humans are not prey to be hunted, but guardians to be respected. The final words belong to young Tom Walsh, the lone survivor of New Haven's destruction. They thought killing our families would break us. Instead, they showed us exactly how strong we really are. Humanity has claimed its place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as protectors of the innocent and defenders of the free.